guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit of a different one. It's a drugstore haul meets a full face first impressions, kind of. I mean, I guess those are kind of hauls anyway, but basically I recently purchased a bunch of fun products from the drugstore. Actually, I think they're all from Ulta. They were having a sale, and you know me, makeup sales, it was cased. But anyway, so I bought a couple of things from Ulta and I wanted to try them all out for you guys. I figured that kind of going along and giving you my thoughts as I go would be great, but also take about an hour, and nobody wants to sit and watch me talk for an hour. So instead, what I decided to do was do all of my makeup, film it, and then kind of give you my thoughts right after I did my makeup, and that way I can kind of refer back to maybe some clips of me doing my makeup, but I can kind of give you my like complete thought of each product, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and yeah, if you would like to know all the products that are on my face, they will be in the description box below, but I will be talking about them all right now. First up is a primer. This is the NYX #NoFilter Blurring Primer, and it looks like this. I will say that this is the first time I used it, and I already had to kind of like squeeze the product out. But I mean, it's NYX, it's affordable. I guess the idea behind this is that you don't need a filter because you're using this. And I did like it. I do think that it helped with my pores. It's super smooth. It doesn't really feel silicone-y or sticky or anything like that. It was just like a nice blurring cream. I don't really have anything bad to say about this. I will definitely be using it again and seeing how I feel about it underneath different foundations, but so far, not bad. Next up, unfortunately, I don't think I like this, which is so disappointing. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Foundation, and I know that so many people love this foundation. I don't know, maybe I just didn't, I don't know, maybe it's more for people with oily skin, but basically it's just like a very thick formula. I mean, okay, it says liquid mousse foundation. It definitely is a thick mousse, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, it says feather light liquid mousse, and I don't know, I just feel like it's like heavy. I don't think it's light at all. It was just kind of hard to blend out. Like, you'll see in the clip, there's just like splotches on my face, and it was getting kind of streaky. I used my Real Techniques beauty sponge, which I don't know, this was the first sponge I ever got, and not this one, but like this brand, and I used to love it. And then I got my EcoTools one, and I don't know, now using this, it's just like, I don't like it as much. But anyway, so I used this to blend out the foundation, and like I said, it was not doing so great. So then I used a brush as well to kind of stipple it out, but and then now looking at it, it looks fine. Like, I think it looks fine underneath all of my other makeup. Like, I don't, like, can you see like this spot over here? Like, I wasn't able to blend that in right. This is lightweight texture, won't feel heavy or greasy. I will give it that. It does not feel greasy at all. Like, I don't think I even needed a finishing powder, which I'll talk about in a minute, but it definitely is a matte finish, and so that part about it I liked. But it does say lightweight, so maybe it is advertised as a light coverage foundation, because it is. Like, you can definitely still see like all these little spots on my forehead and all my freckles, which I don't necessarily mind, but I'm gonna try this again. I'm not going to, you know, just stop using it right away, but I was not very happy with this, unfortunately. Okay, next up is a concealer, which I actually am very impressed with. This is by the brand Model's Own, which is a brand that's based in the UK, which I definitely mentioned this before, but I do want to do a video of all UK makeup, which I feel like is just going to be a lot of Model's Own and like makeup revolution. So I don't know if that's something that you would want to see, so let me know in the comments below if anyone is interested in that. But this is the Model's Own Tea Tree Healer Concealer, and this is what it looks like. I was expecting it to be like a squeezy tube, right? That's what this looks like, but then you open it and it's not. It has a wand. So I was pretty happy about that because I do prefer something with a wand. Oh, by the way, this is in the shade Vanilla 1 and the foundation is in the shade Light Ivory. But this I liked a lot. I mean, it's hard to tell, you know, how it's gonna wear throughout the day since I just did it, but I do think that it brightened up underneath my eyes a little bit and got rid of some of the marks there. So I will definitely be using this again and giving you more thoughts on that. Next up, I mentioned a little bit, but is a finishing powder. This is the NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Translucent. This is what it looks like. Like I mentioned, the foundation was a matte finish, so I really didn't even need this finishing powder because I didn't really need to set my makeup. But I don't know, I'm kind of glad that I did use it because I feel like it, I don't know, it kind of smoothed everything out a little bit, if that makes any sense. It says softens the appearance of fine lines and pores while reducing shine and mattifying. So all of these are kind of geared towards reducing shine, and since I do have pretty dry skin, I don't really need that, but I do think that it kind of helped the foundation. Like the foundation was looking kind of blotchy and like was sticking to all my dry spots, and this somehow, maybe it's in my head because you wouldn't think that adding another powder would do this, but I just feel like this made things like a little better. But I'm gonna try it with maybe more of like a dewy foundation and see how it acts with that. Okay, next up is by the brand Catrice. This is the Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Kit, and I was super excited to purchase this. I believe it's Kathleen that raves about this all the time, and for good reason. It has a contour shade and a highlighting shade, and I did not use the highlight, but I used the contour, and it really is such a great contour shade. Like, it's not too warm and not too cool. It's like the perfect in between, especially for those with light skin. Like, you almost can't even see it on there, but on my cheeks, which I'll show in the clip also, it definitely does add like a nice contrast, and I really appreciated it. I think I will be using this a lot. This definitely was one of my favorites out of today's new products. This guy, on the other hand, okay, so let me just say, I think that this would be so beautiful used differently. You're like, what? No. So this is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer, and this is in the shade Ready to Go. And it's seriously such a beautiful color. Like, if I could open it. This is what it looks like. I mean, anything baked always looks so beautiful, but this is it on the skin. So like, look how beautiful. And I mean, it isn't, the problem with this is it's a shade that's not quite a bronzer but not quite a blush, but I think that it needs to be used as a blush, at least on my fair skin, because I put this on as a bronzer and my whole face was red. It was not red, but just like, it didn't work. It was like I made a mistake, basically. And it's sad because I don't know, kind of looking at it, I knew it was going to be a little bit too on the red side for me to use it as a bronzer, but it is such a beautiful shade. So I think I'm going to try to use it again as a blush, because that's kind of what it ended up turning into, and it really is so beautiful and goes on so nicely and so pigmented, but not as a bronzer. This guy, on the other hand, this is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in Just Natural. This was such a beautiful blush. It gave such a subtle glow to the cheeks. I mean, it's not super subtle, like you can see that I'm wearing blush, but it's just a beautiful shade, and I was very happy with this. It's kind of like a peachy coral blush, and it's just, it's nice. It's not too much. It's just like the right amount of, you know, rosiness to the cheeks. So another good one out of these. Next up is the LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder. Now, story about this guy. I originally purchased this on the Ulta website, and it came completely shattered. And so of course I was pretty disappointed, but I was able to return it, and then once I ordered some of this stuff, I decided to purchase it again, and luckily this time it came all intact, which I'm very happy about because it looks so beautiful as a highlight. Let's see, where am I gonna put it? Like, look at that. It's just, it doesn't have any glitters in it. It just has like this beautiful sheen, and if you use a light hand, you can have it be super natural, or, you know, build it up, and like it's the strobing powder, so you can get a nice stripe on your face if you do apply too much. Oh, and this is in the shade 110 watts. Huh, get it? Like blinding. Okay. Next up is a brow product. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I got the shade Taupe. I'm not really sure because I have pretty dark eyebrows, so I'm not really sure why I got the shade Taupe, but I think it worked really well. I think that it almost made them look a little bit more natural, because I was able to put like kind of like a dimension in my brows, and I don't know, I really do like the way this worked, and I think this is one of like the top rated NYX products, and I can understand why. I really liked it. I love how narrow the tip is. Like, it's not like the little triangle that some other pencils have. This one is just like the tiny tip, and I feel like that gives you a bit more control over what you're doing. And so yeah, I really like this. I'm gonna keep using this one obviously, but I may end up getting the brown shade at some point. So that's it. I mean, it's not terribly lighter. Like I said, it kind of gives like some dimension, but it's, I guess with the purple hair it works as well. So there's that. Okay, now for my eye makeup. I am so impressed with this eye makeup. Like, I was not expecting to love this as much as I do right now. This, the palette that I used is the Makeup Revolution Salvation palette, and they come in like different shades. This one is Run Boy Run. So I just love the concept of this so much. Like, you have these two rows of shimmer shades, and then this top row here with like the waffle looking circles are all matte shades, and I just think that's super like easy and convenient. Like, all of these are great for like transition shades or crease shades, and then you have this black down here, and then you have your light one, and this one is almost, this one I think is kind of like a satin finish, but yeah, and then all of these other shades are just so beautiful. These are definitely going to be great for the fall. Here are some swatches from this palette. These four and these two right here are the shimmer shades, and then these two here are two of the matte shades. Just look at that color payoff. Like, So beautiful. On my eyes today, I used a couple of shades. I used this one and this one and this one in my crease, and then I used a little bit of this one here, this one I think, and then, oh yeah, this one I used all over the lid, and then this one I used on my lower lash line. And honestly, I was so impressed, and I can't wait to get more use out of this. I definitely think I want to buy more palettes from Makeup Revolution, just because the quality is so great and they're so affordable. Like I said, I'll leave all the details in the description below, but I know that that palette was definitely like not more than $15, if that. Then I purchased two eyeliners. These are both by the brand Essence. Well, they're the same eyeliner, they're just two different shades. And these are the Essence Cajal Pencil Liners, and I got the shades Black and Teddy. Basically just black and brown. And I'm wearing the brown one on my line, on my waterline today. I just feel like I use black all the time, so I wanted to switch it up a little bit and use the brown. Ulta was having a sale, but these are like $1.50 or something like that, and I think I ended up getting them for like half price, so like 75 cents. The quality of these eyeliners is, I don't know how they're 75 cents. I think that I'm gonna do, let me know if you would be interested in a one brand tutorial of Essence products, because I have their highlighter and I have something else by them, and everything that I've tried from this brand has really been great so far. So if that's something that you would be interested in, then just let me know. Almost done. Next up is a mascara, also from Essence. See, this is what I mean. I got another Essence product and it did not disappoint either. This is the Essence False Lashes Mascara, and it's supposed to give you extreme volume and curl, and I mean, look at these. Look at those eyelashes. Oh my god, I feel like it looks like I'm wearing falsies, and I'm obsessed. This is what the wand looks like. Oh, it's a little clumpy at the end there. I don't know what's the deal there, but this is the wand, and super impressed, really. I think I needed to spend like 50 more cents to get free shipping. I ended up getting another Essence product. This is the Essence lip liner in the shade in the nude, which is just like their most nude lip liner. And again, this worked really, really nicely. It's almost the same exact color as the lip product that I'm wearing, so it worked out perfectly. That was not really planned, but I really like this again, and like I said, this was definitely like under $1. Like crazy stuff. And the lip product, I have tried these out before, but I have not tried this shade. These are the LA Girl Matte Flat Finish Pigment Glosses, and this, I tried the shade Floor before, but this one is the shade Dreamy, and I have it on my lips, and it's a really pretty nude color that you can wear every day. I do like the formula of these. They do dry out a little quickly, but they're kind of, I don't know, they dry nicely, and you can reapply them without them being like a mess or like getting too like flaky or anything like that, and that I really appreciate. And yeah, so another good product as well. And then finally, thank goodness, I have a setting spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, and this was good. I like it. The spray on this is really nice. It's, if you've watched my previous video with the setting spray I tried in there, it's nothing like that. It is nice and misty and just kind of goes on your face like a nice spray. And even though I wasn't too crazy about how my base was looking with that foundation, I feel like between the finishing powder and between this setting spray, it just kind of like, I don't know, sealed everything together, and and then made everything look decent. Those were all of the new products that I purchased from Ulta. I will leave all their prices and links to where to purchase them down below. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you were not bored by how long it was, and I hope that this setup worked. If you like it like this, I would love to know in the comments below if you like this kind of setup, or if you have any other suggestions. If you have any requests for videos, I'd love to know that as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I would appreciate it and love it so much if you liked and subscribed to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!